Hey everybody, welcome to What Makes Funny. I'm Andy Wasif, and today we are going to look at the most irreverent and frenetic form of the comedy genre, the farce. So without any further ado, let's take a look.
Feel now.
All right.
This is me trying to relax on the plane. This is upright, recline.
Guys, why aren't the brakes working?
Because I cut the brakes! Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
What?
Now, playwright and novelist John Mortimer has said, "Whoever said history repeats itself, first as tragedy, then as farce, was right." Consider that there are various comedic styles along a spectrum of humor. There's slapstick and parody and satire and absurdist and burlesque and others. Perhaps no more ludicrous than what happens, well, absurdist is pretty ludicrous, but wild and ludicrous than what happens in a farce. And though all those styles share various comedic elements, the term farce is used as a catch-all to define those other genres. Anything really that's unbridled or outrageous or zany is called a farce. But farce has more hard, fast rules than any of the other styles. Take a look at these official farces.
Officer, I don't think you should go in there.
Why not?
Because it's all too shocking.
Oh, life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, life could be a dream. If only
It's not all that shocking. These folks are just having a good time.
If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm new in town and I'm awfully lonely. I wondered if you wouldn't mind buying me lunch.
Wait, hold on. You can't tell. Gregory, this was.
George. It's
Michael Dorsey, okay? Your favorite client.
How are you?
Last time you got me a job, it was a tomato.
Oh, no.
Yeah? Swear to God?
Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I begged you to get some therapy.
I know, and you also told me that no one would ever hire me
Oh,
again.
Jesus Christ, you think this is going to make a difference?
I got a soap, George. I'm the new woman administrator on Southwest General.
You're
You ought to
what?
Congratulate me. They almost didn't hire me because they thought I looked too feminine.
Something from the bar.
Isn't that amazing?
Please, could you get me a double vodka right away?
Get the hell out of here.
All right, Johnny. But what about my money?
What money?
AC said you had some dough for me.
Very fair. How much do I owe you?
AC said 10%.
Too bad AC ain't in charge no more.
What do you mean?
He's upstairs taking a bath. He'll call you when he gets out. Hey, I tell you what I'm gonna give you, Snakes. I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 10.
those clips have in common? Consider another thing that John Mortimer said, that comedy is people saying funny lines, whereas farce is people too busy running around, so the laughs come from character and situation. Look at it like a souped-up muscle car, but the situation is so ludicrous it's driving through Vatican City. With that in mind, here are the 5 elements needed for successful farce. The lie. The number one driving force of any farce is the lie. It's all about the lie. That's how it begins, because of the lie, and keeping the lie alive is what makes it a farce, whether it's the characters of Clue trying to show that there are no dead bodies in the house, Kevin McAllister pretending that he's home with other people and those people have guns, Michael Dorsey, he's dressed as a woman pretending to be a woman so he can get acting gigs. That's his lie. And of course, the mirror scene, which has been done many times since then, most notably by the Marx Brothers. But once you have the lie in place, trying to keep it juggled, trying to keep it from crashing down, creates the need for more lies and escalates the pressure on keeping that lie alive, such as this clip right here.
We went to a museum, we saw priceless works of art. We ate pancreas. So, what? What's wrong?
Who is this? What's over there?
What's he doing?
He's licking the glass and making obscene gestures with his hands.
What?
Complications arise, causing the need for bigger and more extravagant lies, such as this next scene from a movie called Boeing Boeing with Tony Curtis, who is juggling 3 different stewardesses as his lover, that all have different schedules. And those schedules never intertwine. So he can see all of them and give all of them the attention they need one at a time. Here's a complication.
Liebling!
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you.
Yes?
You can throw away my old schedule.
The old schedule? Well, how will I count the minutes until we're back together again?
On the new schedule.
What new schedule?
I'm going to be transferred to the new intercontinental jet. It's a super Boeing with a cruising speed of Mach 0.88.
Mach 0.88, terrific.
4 Rolls-Royce jets, each one with 21,000 pounds of thrust. I'll be home much more often.
That'll bend his schedule.
That work by Camilletti and the many works by Georges Feydeau, known as the godfather of the farce, are known as a French farce, which is a lie to cover up infidelity, usually. But then there's the British bedroom farce, a style where it's usually just a misunderstanding, which to explain it away is difficult, so what is needed is a cover-up to act like everything's normal, such as a clip from this Three's Company episode, and many Three's Company episodes, really.
Boom. Boom. Ditto.
Tom.
I almost had it.
Had what?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Oh.
So, Tom, how are you?
Nuts?
The misunderstanding is that Jack and Janet think that Terry brought home a friend from the hospital. They think he's a patient. He happens to be a doctor, but they don't know that. And the doctor's under a little bit of stress, so he's acting weird, trying to remember this little children's rhyme. And that leads to a nice escalation.
Diddum, daddum, waddum, chew. And they swam all over the dam. I'll show her clean.
Obstacles to getting away with these lies include a variety of methods, including verbal humor, another antagonist who threatens the status quo, props, wordplay, which brings us to our second rule.
Oh, you can sit there calmly eating muffins when we're in this horrible trouble. I can't make out. You seem to me to be perfectly heartless.
I can hardly eat muffins in an agitated manner, can I? Butter will probably get on my cuffs.
I say it's perfectly heartless you're eating muffins at all under the circumstances.
When I'm in trouble, eating is my only consolation. Indeed, when I'm in really great trouble, as anyone who knows me intimately will tell you, I refuse everything except food and drink. At the present moment, I am eating muffins because I am unhappy. Besides, I'm particularly fond of muffins.
There's no reason why you should eat them all in that greedy way.
Would you like some tea cake? I don't like tea cake.
Good heavens, I suppose a man may eat his own muffins and his own god.
They seem to be eating muffins.
Casual dialogue. There's no deeper philosophical questions of life answered in a farce, unless, while it's happening in the foreground, something wacky is happening in the background. But this keeps the dialogue light, and you'll find out later characters aren't going to learn anything. It's just achieving their goal or failing at their goal. That's their number one objective. They're not going to grow, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But this also, casual dialogue helps when a character is unknowingly or unwittingly brought into the lie and forced to cover, which brings us to our third rule.
Here we go, Sugar. Move it over a little bit, okay, baby? I don't understand why we have to move him, Reg. Oh, don't ask me any questions, Lair. Just move him. Oh. Here we go. Ready? I can't believe I'm touching a dead body. Here's your boss. Come on. Let's go. Whoa! I want to get her up. Oh, Bertie, you're almost darling. Come on, you had too much again, you big knucklehead. Come on, let's go. Come on, he's crazy. Here we go. Walk it off, big guy.
Of course, Armand is much more sophisticated than I am, but then he comes from such good stock. Just like these two adorable youngsters. Don't you agree?
Where's the bathroom?
What?
I'll show you.
Oh, no, that's okay, that's okay. I'd like Mother Coleman to show me.
Oh, my dear
One
child.
kiss, darling. One kiss.
Oh, Armand, I'm only going to the bathroom.
We'll all go.
Oh, well, I think you're all crazy. My man.
Isn't this wonderful?
Oh.
All of us together, all of us.
We're all going to
This
the
is
bathroom.
so moving. I think I'm going to cry.
Yeah, you just produce a corpse, and I'll release Sloane. I want to see this dead grandmother firsthand. It's all right, Grace. It's Ferris Bueller, a little twerp. I'm going to set a trap and let him fall right into it.
Ed, I'm sorry. Did you say you wanted to see a body?
Yeah, that's right. Just roll her old bones on over here, and I'll dig up your daughter. You know that school policy.
Oh?
Was this your mother?
No, my wife's mother.
Ed Rooney's office.
Hi, this is Ferris Bueller. Can I speak to Mr. Rooney, please? Thank you.
Hold.
Tell you what, dipshit. You don't like my policies, you can just come on down here and smooch my big old white butt.
Ed,
Pucker up, Buttercup.
What? Ferris Bueller's online, too.
The accomplice. No lie can be accomplished successfully without an accomplice helping in a farce. In Weekend at Bernie's, Richard really has more to lose than Larry. He's going after Gwen. So Larry's just looking at, being seen as cool among his fellow office workers. So it's really Larry helping Richard, but it could be seen as both ways, because Larry really gets into it, much to Richard's dismay. And of course, in the birdcage, everyone gathers around Nathan Lane to continue the lie that he is dressed as a woman and not actually a woman in front of the conservative congressman and his wife. But they're in it for the long haul, the accomplice is, whether willingly or unwillingly. And what happens in the end? Well, that's rule number 4.
Honey. He's still awfully warm.
How do you feel?
150% better, thank you.
Nothing happens. After all the lies and deception and disrespect, there are no consequences. Ferris, his parents don't know, his sister doesn't care. Sure, he might not do it again, but Boeing, Tony Curtis, 2 of the women decide they don't want him anyway, so he's left with 1 woman in the end. Noise is off. The play ends up being a hit. It comes off without a hitch after all the struggles throughout. Run for Your Wife, where, like Boeing, the character has 2 different wives across town. And he finally, at the end of it, he admits to them, after all the lies and trying to pretend it didn't happen, he admits that, yes, I have been married to both of you. And the constable, after a long pause, says, "You lying bastard." Not because he had been lying all along, but because he believes he's lying now. Rumors is the same thing, the officer says to Len after he concocts this story. I buy it. I don't believe it, but I buy it. And that's it. Nothing happens. Finally, the final rule. Rule number 5. Many writers will find this welcome relief. No need for character development. These characters have no inner need that you need to come up with. They just have their goal, and at the end of that, there's no come to God moment. The characters really have no feelings. As long as they make it out alive, they're fine. Brian Ricks